Bro, G. Stand tall, can't break me. No, don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. Bad black queen, whole world gon' see. Yeah, don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. Diamonds on my wrist, mine sharper than a key. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. Step in the room, all eyes on she. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me.
Look, I'm the headline, you a footnote, baby. I write the rules, you just quote them, maybe. They throw dirt, but I bloom like daisies. Pressure make a queen, can't faze me. Walk in, shut it down. Bossy with a grin, I ain't waiting on respect. That respect built in. When they see me, they salute. Cause the crown legit. And if you try to block the shine, you dismiss, bitch.
Raw G, stand tall, can't break me. Don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me. Bad black queen, whole world gon' see. Don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me.
Yeah, I'm a storm in Chanel, hurricane and some hills. Turn struggle into billions, manifest what's real. You pressing for a crown, sit back, chill. I was born in the throne and I've been no will. They whisper my name cause they know it here. Heavy talk slick on the net, but in person not ready. I'm the fire and the flood, can't box me in steady. Raw G, no cage, yeah my aim too deadly.
Raw G, don't play with me, don't play. Queens run the board, checkmate, you see. Talk loud, but your moves too weak, too cheap. I'm the nightmare you feel when you go to sleep. Raw G, stand tall, can't break me. Don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me. Bad black queen, whole world gon' see. Don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me. Diamonds on my wrist, mine sharper than a key. Don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me. Step in the room, all eyes on she. Don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me.
Hey y'all, hey, what is going on? Welcome to another episode of Mind Chaos Brew. And today we're going to be doing some reactions to some body cam footage and to some court cases. I've been playing with some things and I just want to, excuse me, make sure that everything is working right. Had taken a little brain break or whatever. Wanted to make sure, everything is doing what it's supposed to do. Let me add in one thing. Where did it go? It went up here, not where I wanted it to. Y'all see me doing a little editing on the fly. Or whatever. So I want to thank each and every one of y'all for being here. Let me put our little background music on. Created something a little extra for the show. Oh, did I turn it off? I did turn it off over here. There we go. Perfect. So now let's begin. Alright, let's get into it. What's up, Drip Zone? So this is supposed to be body cam footage, honey. This lady thought she was dipping and doing it. She was doing her big one. She was going to get away with whatever she was going to get away with, honey. And we're going to see if that actually worked out in her favor.
Hello. Hello.
I live here, and all these cars right here, all this need to move. All this. I don't give a fuck. They call me a police ass bitch. Guns in there. That's the first time I pulled up to my house. My daughter, she was scared for her life to come in the house. My daughter said she was scared. What you talking about? My daughter ain't been scared never in her life. What you talking about? Nigga rum and all that. Man. I'm pulling up and all that. They cut this pulling up and all that. We can rum and all that. No money out.
How are you talking like that to the police, in front of the police? Like, we don't need to be a thug when we're asking the police for help. Like, that's not the move. That's not the wave. I'm going to tell you guys, quite frankly, anytime you have any type of police interaction, it's always best to, like, even if you're super angry, put yourself in your calmest register. Like, bite the inside of your lip if you have to. Put your hands in your pocket. Like, be pinching your hands. Pinch yourself. Do what you got to do, because this is not it. But let's see what happens, you guys. Also, please be sure to double tap the screen, share it out, and be sure to subscribe. Thanks.
In there.
All right,
Where they going?
who lives?
What you talking about? I ain't gonna play by mom.
Who
Not
lives here?
Brielle. Not Brielle. Not Brielle at all. Just tell us what's going on. What you talking about? Listen, stop it. What you talking about? Y'all better go knock on my house right there.
Okay, tell us what's going on. You're gonna be
I
arrested.
just told you he was gonna be arrested on my property.
Disorderly conduct.
Who?
This is not your
I
property.
ain't
This
said
is a
nothing
road.
to you. In my phone, I've been recording the whole
What is
time.
going on?
What did you saying?
Are you the
I
caller?
live here. Yes, I am
Okay.
the caller.
You don't live
Yes,
here.
I am the caller. Yes, I
Okay.
do.
What
I
is
stay
the-
right here.
What?
Yes, I am.
Then speak to us like a f***ing person.
So shut the f up and
going
listen.
on?
So shut the f up.
Oh, not telling the police to shut the F up and listen. Like, ooh, girl, like, who talks to the police like this? If the police would like some information and you call them, then why would you not give them the information? I've been recording the whole time. Recording the whole time is kind of significant of being a criminal in the situation and not the person in need of help. But let's continue.
You gonna listen to them or you gonna listen to the person who called you?
Tell us what is going on.
For what? We pulled up. When I stepped in some car, hella everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Pull up, I go to Hoover. They like come outside with guns. Wait, coming outside with guns. My daughter scared the motherfucker death of her life. She ain't never been a motherfucker pulling that truck, the motherfucker pulling the guns out her.
Who pulled up with which house with guns?
How you want me to say? What you want me to do? Because I don't give a about none of that. We come outside, we can bang, we can do all that. We can do it however you want to play it while you come out. We can do it however you want to do it. I swear to God on my soul. Bro, in my mom right here, and everybody I told that was going to pull us outside. What you talking about? I am from the west side.
Which? Okay.
Is y'all right there?
Apparently she got a problem with her.
258. No, it ain't no
We cool. We got no problem.
Like I told him, shut the f up and listen because y'all sound dumb as
Okay, you might want to calm your ass down before you go get arrested.
Now see, this lady inside her house, this lady's calm. Even if she is the troublemaker, she's gonna get away with murder because she's being calm. You telling police officer, you talking to police officers real damn crazy. Real crazy unnecessarily, and you haven't even been able to explain who you are, explain if you have a right to be there. What's up, Nightish? Explain if you have a right to be there. No, nothing. You're being very disrespectful. So let's see how this works. It's not looking too good, and we're only 2 minutes and 40 seconds in. When the police start telling you to calm down, you're gonna be arrested. Calm down immediately. Abort mission. What she did?
Calm down before you get your arrested for disorderly. Okay.
Officer, listen.
Put your hands behind your back now. Put your hands behind your back because you're going to jail now.
I am the caller.
You're being arrested for disorderly. Turn around. Place your hands behind your back. Just gonna arrest for disorderly.
Okay.
She's on the road.
No.
Arrest me for what?
Obstruction and destruction. You might want to stop. Stop.
Arrest me for what? For what?
It's done. Stop. It's done. It's done.
We're gonna arrest for disorderly. The road acting like damn fools.
Imagine thinking you big, bad, and ballsy. Imagine calling the police to somebody else's house like you was about to get them done up. Imagine acting like you was going to do somebody's sign and then you wind up in silver bracelets. This is why I tell people all the time, watch your mouth. A lot of people in the world be talking that like they about that life and they really not. Because if you, then you know what, I ain't going to give you the mathematics, I ain't going to give you the game. But this is not it. Now you about to have to pay bail. You about to have to go into the facility, get stripped down, have people looking all up your hoo-ha, shaking out your you know what I'm saying, your fun bags and stuff like that. Gonna be in a cold room, because it's always cold in prison, like except for in the summertime. In the summertime it's sweltering, but in the wintertime it's really cold. They don't really put no heat on in there. Anyway, let's see what's happening.
We have to figure out, she may have a kid in the house. And you want to talk just like a person.
No, first of all,
Talk to people like people.
They came outside.
And then you can tell us what's going on.
We pulled up. They came outside. And when they came outside, they said, I'm not going nowhere, y'all. Like, be for real. I'm 24 years old.
We see how you're acting.
I don't have to
as a
do that.
24-year-old.
Right, that's what
and
I'm
you don't
saying.
act, you're not acting like a person.
I'm saying you really don't have to do that, because I'm really 24 years old.
But you're really going to jail for disorderly conduct.
Calm down and actually explain the situation.
Okay, so when I come home, it's like hella people in our parking lot, right? So I blow the horn. When I blow the horn, they come outside. Why the f*** y'all blowing the horn like that? I said, I live here. What is you talking about? When they come outside with guns. Now my daughter in the back seat like, Mom, like, hold the f*** on. I'm calling the police. So exactly what I did, I called the police. I said, y'all need to get here now. Y'all need to get here right now, because they got guns out. My daughter's scared for life. You can hear the police record on the phone.
Yeah.
So when I call them and they say that, they're like, oh, they're on their way, The police hang up. So now they outside, and I'm so mad because they really get off. So now I come outside. Now we come outside. When we come outside, the girl like when we come outside, the dude like, the fuck I smack in you. That's why I'm so I smack in y'all niggas in here right now. I swear to God, I'm like, it's niggas right now with guns. He said, I swear when he came outside, he said, I swear to God, we're gonna come outside, we're gonna smack any of y'all. I said, y'all gonna smack who when I live here. That's why I stood outside. You know, I would have been in the house. I came up, he said, I smack any of y'all. I said, you'll smack anyway. I called my mom. I said, oh, they outside ready to jump me. And my daughter came outside, boom, my daughter outside. I said, okay. When I seen y'all pull up, I'm like, shit, sweet. Now they hear they coming to get y'all. You know type of. Okay. So when we get into it, when I'm talking to him or whatever, maybe I came off aggressive or maybe I came off rugby. But I'm pissed. My daughter, we've been staying here for 5 years. They ain't never said, oh no, she just call the police every time. Yeah. I thought.
Now, see, this is the type of energy she needed to have when they first pulled up. Also, shout out to Lorna Williams, #1 member that was in here chilling with me last night while I was rocking it out, okay, on my brain break last night. Lorna's a real one, always holding it down, POP. But because she didn't have that initial energy when the cops came, now she's in handcuffs. Now she's trying to walk it back. Now she's trying to, thank you, Cellulite Podcast. Shout out to you for hitting 30,000 subscribers today. Now she's trying to calm down and act like this man want to be her friend. And he's just looking at her like, girl, you just went from 100 to 0. You going to jail. But let's listen. What up, Bad Duck?
The police every time took their
How old are your kids?
My daughter, she's 6.
Okay. Where's the father?
I don't know.
Okay, because we're debating if we have to send your kids to CSB because they're getting arrested.
Why?
Disorderly conduct.
What am I getting?
You were being uncooperative with us. You were
I
resisting. You were yelling. You were acting like a fool. So you're being arrested for disorderly conduct.
No, wait,
so
wait. No, I live here.
You were on the court. You're on
Can I
Sherman Court.
talk or can I not talk?
I live
at Courtroom.
You were not.
Came outside.
You were at Sherman Court where you were acting. If you were in your house, that's fine. You're allowed to act like that. You weren't. You were on Sherman Court.
My apartment.
We're on Sherman Court.
I called the police.
Just need some type of contact
Both of them?
Sorry.
Both
Both of them. Disorderly conduct.
That's fine.
We've been
That's
trying to
fine.
settle.
Go ahead,
All they wanted to give us.
Okay, wait,
No,
calm
we're done.
down. Let me talk to him.
because nobody pressed charge. It's the parking spot in front of my house.
Listen,
That's
let
my
me
house.
talk to him. That's fine, okay? I just need the contact information so I can get this girl safely to
Who?
the family
Yeah, this little girl. That's her
Sherman
daughter.
County.
The one
We
with
not
the
doing
green-
CPS or none of that.
green
We
hoodie.
get her to her grandma.
Okay.
I need some.
She got family?
Yes, she do.
Yes.
So
I need some.
Okay, stay back from her cruiser. Stay here.
Okay, it wasn't none of that. We don't need to arrest nobody. It was just a perk spot. Like it was never that.
We have asked several times to calm down and talk to us. They want to yell, be disorderly, cuss at us, and we've been trying to figure out what the situation
But I
is
want
to
y'all to
figure it out.
y'all know how it is. Like it just
I get it.
It's
I've been
the
patient.
holiday. I don't want y'all to arrest nobody. It wasn't none of that. It was just a perk spot. That's all it was. It was my family's perk spot. It was none of that. Like nobody needs to go to jail or nothing. That it was my family's parking spot. This is MHA. Everybody move their park. It's only 5 parking spots in the back. So if people park in the front, everybody can't get through. So she said,
now see, this is another thing. What up, No Chaser? While we watching this show, it be the ones that y'all be trying to do dirty. It be the ones that y'all be trying to throw under the bus. It be the ones y'all be trying to set up that'll still be there in the background like, nah, they good. Let them live. These 2 ladies is all within their rights to be like, yeah, they was harassing me. They was yelling and screaming and hollering and acting a damn donkey. Put them underneath the jail. I don't give a shit. It's the holidays. Oh, well. They like, nah, yo, let her live. She going through a thing. Y'all see how she outside? She outside with the hoodie on, with the bra on underneath. She don't even got a shirt on. Her hair is all over her head and whatever else. Like, she really going through it. But at the end of the day, going through it or not, you can't be talking to cops like that. Real shit. Let's continue. What up, Trinity?
your car, they got into a little altercation, but it wasn't no fighting under that, so they could go, like, it was none. She just wanted to try to move their car, like, when we about to move the car, like, that's all it was.
Okay, and it was that simple,
right?
Just like you explained it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Well, apparently they've had something to drink or something.
I pray y'all do not take her to jail without her getting her daughter out this house. I pray y'all.
We'll get the daughter.
No, y'all not gonna get the daughter. We need to go to grandma.
Okay, chill. We understand.
Okay, let me tell you, I don't want to go to jail.
I'm saying we're gonna make arrangements for her to get her daughter, her grandmother, whoever, her grandma, whoever. We don't care about that.
This her house.
Okay, that's fine.
Right, she just
her grandma can come pick up mom, whoever else.
I told the police that they came outside with guns, and y'all need to pull up right now.
What did they do with the gun?
What's up, a brother of a certain age? Hey, No Chaser. Hey, Trinity's Time Travels. You see, even now, she talking about they came outside, they pulled up with guns. These ladies is trying to save your daughter, sis. They trying to save your daughter, and you out here still trying to snitch on them. But y'all peep game, right? Shorty with the lashes, with the lamb chops on. Soon as she felt herself getting too light, and the cop was like, oh, yeah, really? Relax. She was like, yeah, you know what? I ain't going to jail today. Let me turn the shit down. That's what a lot of y'all need to do. Relax. Come on, man. Be for real. Thank you, Tanya.
When they heard y'all, we heard y'all from down the street.
Okay.
So when they heard y'all, they like, oh, come on.
The question was, what did they do with the guns?
I don't.
Were they just in holsters? Were they in their hands?
Hell no.
I'm asking.
Came outside and it was like, Josh, what are you? I said, oh, okay.
The question was still, what did they do with the guns?
Did they point them? Did they threaten them?
Hell yeah. Look at my car.
Okay.
I called the police.
Okay.
5 times.
The question,
I swear to God,
the thing is, you're being arrested. You were on Sherman Court.
This is where I live at.
You were.
This is
inside is where you live.
No, I was not
on
inside.
Sherman Court is the road. You're being arrested for disorderly conduct.
That don't even make sense to me.
So, what's the phone number for your grandmother?
It don't even make sense to me. This don't even make. I called y'all and I'm getting arrested. This don't make sense to me. I called y'all.
You could have spoke to us.
Okay.
You chose not. Okay.
I did. I tried. But when you angry,
and
when I'm angry and your daughter angry, hell yeah, my daughter never been scared.
Do you want to give me a number? Or do you want your kid to be Rule 6? What do you want to do? You got to sit up. Okay. Well, you're closing your airway. Okay. I'm going to help you sit up. Sit up. Come on. Sit up. I do have some medical. You got to stay up for your airway. Okay.
Okay, so those of you that are just coming in, a woman got mad at neighbors over a parking spot. She called the police. She was talking to the police real crazy. Now she's wound up in handcuffs. The neighbors that she called the police on are trying to help her save her kid, for her kid not to be in CPS in the system, trying to stop the police from arresting this woman, and she's still cutting up. And now we see her companion in the backseat of the car acting like she's having a whole asthma attack. I don't know if you've ever been in the backseat of a police car. It's not comfortable back there, especially if you're a little thick in the waist, you know what I'm saying, cute in the face, whatever. It's going to be uncomfortable. But at the end of the day, acting an ass and acting like you're going to pass out is only going to make you pass out. You're going to give yourself an anxiety attack. You're going to give yourself a panic attack. Like you really, what up, Tootie Bug? Over a parking spot. Yes, over a parking spot. Yes, Blake, it's insane. So, you know, they really trying to get up out of it anyway. Now she trying to figure out what she gonna do with her daughter. You're not gonna take me to jail. You're not gonna put my daughter in the system. No, you're going to jail. So you better figure out steps 1, 2, and 3 so that you don't wind up having your child also get put in the system over something stupid. Over something stupid. Let's continue.
I'm gonna come around, strap this over so to help you at least stay up. Where's your inhaler at?
And we couldn't understand anything of that. It took us a minute just to figure out that it was the neighbor that was on the porch right there.
I really want to talk to the sergeant for real. I really want to talk to the sergeant. I really want to talk to your sergeant for real because I feel like this is my home and I feel like I'm terrorized for real. They got guns, I don't.
Let me explain something. In your home, you're allowed to yell. You weren't at your home. You were in front of your home, but you're on public property. So on public
came
property,
outside and said he gonna...
Listen, you're on public property. The way you're acting, that's why you're being arrested for disorderly conduct.
My daughter was scared for her life. My daughter, we've been staying...
Wrong again. Your daughter wasn't scared for her life when the police came there. And you weren't scared for your life when the police are trying to figure out what's going on. And you tell them to shut the F up and listen. If they shut the F up and listen, then they will understand. Now you trying to shut the F up and not be arrested, but you've already violated multiple officers. This is one thing I'm going to tell you as somebody that has worked in law enforcement. In the moment that you push a police officer's butt in the wrong way, you could just forget about it. You might as well go ahead, turn around, put your hands behind your own backs and just say, go ahead, take me, because, yeah, I already know. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you're 9 times out of 10, if you're cool. The police are going to give you a ticket, sure, because they want to get their money. They're going to give you a citation, sure. But actually taking you into custody... Oh my God, that's so much paperwork. They prefer to write a little ticket citation. She really played herself. Let's continue.
You can ask AMH, you can see public record. I've been staying here for 4 years. My daughter ain't never been scared in her life. Ever. When they pulled that gun out, my daughter said, oh, I turned up. Come on, man. That's a mother's emotion. Like, I can scream all day. I can scream all day with them. I can scream all day with them. I can holler. Yeah, that's fine. I ain't got no voice to holler. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can scream and holler all day with them. Like, but when it comes to my daughter, hell yeah, I feel she's scared to death. She's 6 years old.
Which apartment are you guys in?
I'm in the very last one.
Okay. Did you guys see what happened?
Yes, this is my apartment. I was outside. I know everything.
Talk to us.
Okay, so what happened? I told y'all before. It was about the parking spot. Like, my cousins were arguing about the parking spot. My cousin's been left.
Who's your cousin?
My cousin is Ronasia.
Okay, which one is she?
She gone.
Okay.
She been left.
She been left.
So tell us what happened.
So what happened was I put up here. She said she needed to get out, but she can't fit through the parking spot. But I guess the way she said it, my cousin got hype about it.
Okay.
So that's what happened. They had a little altercation, but it wasn't that bad. She just said, I'm going to call the police to remove the parking spot. I said, okay, that's fine.
Okay. Was it that vehicle that was out front there?
Yeah, it was a big old one. It was 3 big old vehicles.
Oh, okay. There was only one when we pulled out.
Oh, okay, it was 3.
Okay.
But okay. Yeah, that's what it was, and that's all it is. That's what I'm saying. Like, nobody needs to go to jail. Nobody press the charge. She just want the vehicle removed.
They're being arrested for disorderly conduct.
So can we please call her grandma?
Yes.
To get the child out of there.
My other question is, was there anything about guns, anything like that?
No.
You witnessed the whole thing?
Yeah, I was here. This is my apartment.
You were both here?
Yes.
Okay. There was nothing.
Now, Officer B, for real, why would they tell you? That's their cousins. If their cousins did have them blickies on them, they not going to tell you the blickies were sticky. Why would they tell you that? This is why the cousins been gone. It doesn't dawn on the police officers that the cousins are not there for a specific reason. They probably did, in fact, have a little toast. It looks like she's toasty right now, like she's sipping on some scissor or whatever. She's trying to keep everything cool because they probably got a whole bunch of stuff they're not supposed to have in the house. You notice how the police are not talking to them in the house. They keeping the police all the way over here on the corner. They trying to act real involved on the street, so the police don't got to go inside the house. I need police to step up their game, like start being able to actually identify suspicious behavior and activity. But let's continue.
Did you guys see any guns, anything like that?
No.
She got to get her house, so she don't even.
Yeah, I don't even do
Okay.
that.
So which apartment are you, ma'am?
Yeah, we was right here. My friend.
Okay, so the argument
put off.
was between you guys and her, right?
Yeah, and it was just, that's what I'm saying, like, it was just a part of parking spot, it wasn't none of that.
Yeah,
I'm just going to add you to call.
She was parked right here, and we was parked behind.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. There you go.
Sir, ma'am, friends, cousins, countrymen, how you so ready to turn up until you get them silver bracelets on you, and then you get the silver bracelets on you, and you falling all over the back of the police car? What? How does any of that work, Jake? Now you passed out. Now your blood sugar low. Now you need a dose of insulin. You need a candy bar. You're hangry. You need a Snickers. You need to go to the emergency room. You need a breathing treatment and a defibrillator. But you was just ready to fight people in the street, right? You was just telling the police to shut the F up. But now you dying. I can't stand when people act like this, yo. I really can't. Let me just continue with the video. Please hold.
Let's go have. We're gonna have a seat.
Please.
We're gonna have a seat.
Please don't make me sit in my car.
I'm gonna need to for right now.
Breathe in my car.
I'll put the windows down for you, but we're having a seat. All right?
Please, can I just stand by it?
No.
Please.
Because I need to start on some stuff. I need you to sit in the car. All right? I'll roll the windows down and everything
Don't
for
make
it.
me sit in that.
Come on.
I've never been in jail in my life.
Well, you're going today, shorty. I never been to jail in my life. At least you got the SUV. The SUV got a little more leg room. You know what I'm saying? Because this woman is definitely thick. She's the thickness. So you're not in the car. You in the SUV. You good? I bet you next time you call a police officer, you're going to think twice, maybe 3, 4 times before you tell the police to shut the fuck up, yelling at them at the top of your lungs. Like, what's going on? Anyway, let's continue.
No.
We're just having a seat for right now.
If I can get this officer to cut her a summons, can she go to your house tonight?
Yes.
She can't be here.
Yeah, please. No, yeah, I know. I'm scared of the neighbors.
You take her and her daughter, and I'll do everything I can to get them to take her to cut her a summons. All right, you only got 1 shot. So you going to mom's house tonight. For the remainder of the night. You ain't coming back here until sometime tomorrow.
This always happen. They always get away with it.
Now, you see, this where she's stupid. I don't give a damn whatever's going on. If they always get away with some shit or something. If the police officer is talking about taking me to the county, and then they're like, okay, I'll let you go with your mama. Don't say nothing else. Just leave. Don't come back till like 24 hours later. Guess what my behind is doing? I'll be like, all right, mom, we up out of here. I'm going with my mom. I'm going to just shake my head yes or no. I'm not even saying nothing because apparently that mouth is what got you in trouble on the cool. Like, you turned into a hot girl now. You ain't never been arrested in your life. Now you arrested because you was popping off at the mouth. Be quiet.
Here's the thing. Okay, you need to talk to your landlord, and you need to file a nuisance complaint. I will show you what you need to do. I will give you information on what I need you to do.
Even if I get away, they're going to say I'm a snitch.
Okay. You ain't snitching on
you
them because
worried
there's nothing
about being a snitch because you called the police on them? Was you worried about being a snitch when you called the police on them? You wasn't worried about that then. And another thing that I can't stand with grown adults, like, at the end of the day, if I live in an environment and somebody's getting on my nerves, I gotta move. I'm snitching. I'm telling you right now, you do something around me, I'm snitching. I don't care what nobody thinks because I'm gonna have peace where I lay my head. Please believe me. Let's continue.
Arrested them for. It'd be different if we arrested them. So how can you snitch on something that they ain't even been arrested for? It'd be different if they had drugs and went in there and had a drug bust and then you walked away. We haven't arrested them for anything. So how could you snitch on what?
I live next to her. I know where she's gonna be like.
Okay, so here's the deal. What me and mom talked about. You can either go with mom and you get a summons for disorderly and obstruction, or you can give shit to the county. Them are your only options.
Take what's behind door number 1. Alex, shut up. Just be like, you know what, officer, you right. He don't care about none of your side story. He don't care about none of this crying. He don't care about none of this excuses. And you have a 6-year-old. Your 6-year-old was scared to death. So now you want your daughter to be even more scared because you're going to jail? Yeah. See, this is a thing where like certain women get on my nerve. You literally birthed a person and you use that person as an excuse in your outlet to be acting a whole goddamn donkey in the street. But when it comes down to it, your 6-year-old is scared as shit looking at you in handcuffs. Your 6-year-old is scared as shit watching the flashing lights. And your friend is in the back of the car having a grand mal seizure. I don't know what's going on. Let's continue.
I've never been to jail before in my life.
And I'm trying to help you out.
Ever.
Okay, but this
I'm
can't
a
happen
nurse.
again. Okay.
Assistant.
All right, so I need you to chill and work with us because I know you got more patience than that if you're a nursing assistant. Because
Yes.
a lot of people. All right, so
I
just
take vitals and
work
shit.
with me, okay? That's all I'm asking you to do.
So I didn't mean, I apologize for cussing you out.
It's cool.
I was pissed when you asked me that.
I know, I understand, but the problem is when we get here and we're talking about guns, we gotta figure out where the threat is, and we have to be able.
Apartment.
I know that, but
Get
you didn't tell us that. We were trying to figure that out. So what happens if meanwhile we're talking to you because you're such a distraction, they come out and start shooting at all of us? What happens then? That's why we have such an important job to do, and people don't understand. When we get on here, we gotta calm the scene down, and we gotta be able to figure out where the threat is. We didn't have any of that. Meanwhile, you and your friend are arguing with us and cussing us out. We can't control you and worry about where the guns are too, because they come out and start shooting at you, and we look trying to handcuff you. What happens then? Your daughter's left without a mother. That's all I'm trying to explain to you.
So,
preach, officer. See, you was too busy trying to be that bitch. You was too busy trying to be her that you weren't trying to be a mother. And I'm sorry, like, it's definitely being a mom first at all times. Like, at all times, it's about your kids first. You trying to apologize and boo cake and cupcake with dude. He knows that's a manipulation. Get out of here with this silliness.
Who?
My next door neighbors.
We're doing everything we can. We're gonna put a report. We can't bust into their house. The officers already did.
They enter so deep, y'all.
Listen, here's the thing. Legally, we cannot violate their right. I can't even go in your house right now, even though you're in handcuffs. I cannot go in your house without your permission.
There's so many of them.
I understand it. You got to get away from here. Okay, that's the most important thing. You have to move, and I know that's easier. That's harder than what I'm just talking to you about. But you have to move. You cannot safely be here with your daughter, concerned about you and your daughter's safety on a daily basis. That is not acceptable.
I understand.
You got to move, okay?
Work with him, sign your stuff. I'll be back in talk. So, signing this is not an admission of guilt. It's just acknowledging that you received it. This is my copy. I need you to sign this. This here. You're being charged with disorderly conduct and obstructing official business. Okay? You wouldn't allow us just to handcuff
Just take
you
the charge, girl.
Yes, absolutely. Obstruction of official business and disorderly conduct. Here's your summons.
Really? You gonna give me this ticket?
Yes, you are.
Yes, they really go.
That's
Look, let me tell you something. I'm so tired of watching these body cam footages when people are like, really, you're gonna arrest me? Really, you're gonna give me a ticket? Yes, really, they're gonna give you a ticket. Really, they're gonna arrest you. Really, what she should be saying is, thank you, officer, for not taking me to jail today. Thank you, officer, for just giving me this ticket. Can you tell me how long I have to pay this fine? When do I need to show up in court for this summons? See, a lot of people don't understand. The fight is not with the police officers. It's not on the street. The fight is in court. And that little citation, if she had money, she would call a lawyer. The lawyer would go negotiate that in court, get that dropped down to an even lower. Oh, and that's a traffic citation, and it's a traffic citation. Come on now, be so for real. Like, oh my God, you guys. For a long time, I'm not going to hold you. I had a problem with speeding. Cellulite can tell you, okay, I used to be doing way too much. The cop pulled me over. All right, he did. I got pulled over. I was super whatever with the cops because I know the fight is at court. I went to court. I literally got 0 points on my insurance, and I had to pay like a small, teeny tiny fine. Like literally, I paid it like almost the same day. Be so for real. Thank you, Cellulite Podcast, for the super chat. Hey. Oh, I think the sound comes through now that I'm using this software. So you guys get to see why I be over here shaking my head and stuff with the super chats and the subscribers. But thank you. Anyway, let's continue.
Traffic citation. That's a criminal offense. So here's your phone.
Thank you.
And you are, make sure you go up to that court date, okay? If you don't show up.
What day is the court date? Tonight. Monday morning.
Yeah, Monday at 1 p.m. Make sure you get that taken care of.
Start doing the right things. I called them thinking it was the right thing.
Calling us is fine. The way you acted once you called us is not fine. Acting like that in your own property is different. You were on Sherman Court, on the road.
Wow.
Public property.
Act like you got
Public
some sense,
property.
period.
Mom, I was
Do you want to get out? Hey, you want to get out? Okay, so calm down. Do you want to get out? Now be quiet. I can't breathe. Okay, well then calm down.
See, look at mom. Mom telling her to shut up. Be quiet. Calm down. You want to get out of here. She's still being dramatic. And there's a whole bunch of space in the back of that damn SUV. It's not like that's a little car. Shut your silly self up. Girl.
I mean, I can't help you if you ain't gonna come and listen to me. Now, they said they gonna let you out. You gotta calm down. And you going to my house. But when you get out this car, if you say one word, they gonna lock you up. And I ain't shit to do. You understand me? Now calm down. Catch your breath. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
We just gonna get her out and have her sign. We're not gonna do nothing else.
They're gonna have you sign.
No, not
You
right now.
understand me?
He's
You're
praying.
gonna walk straight to my car. Yeah. Okay, sign your assignment so you can get the car.
Put a court date on there. It's not waivable, so just make sure you show up if you want to fire an attorney and all that. She wants to get.
Now she got the whole... Y'all. Who cries like that for real? I mean, am I being cold? If I'm being cold, put a 1 in the chat. Like, the whole lip quivering, chin quivering, like, be so for real. Like, what? You were just talking crazy not even 20 minutes ago. It was all good just a few minutes ago. Now your lip is shivering. You can't breathe and you about to die. I better see that she went to the ER after this. Child, oh, one thing I can't stand is no punk chick. Like, if you was Tough Tony when it was going down, be Tough Tony all the way through. Like, oh, those are the type of girls you can't go nowhere with, because you already know, like, somebody gonna spill a drink and then the night gonna be over because they're gonna be dramatic and crying. Anyway, let's continue.
An attorney, she can do that. She just has to make sure she called them to make arrangements first.
Hey everyone, it's Trent, Prior Deputy Sheriff, Patrol Sergeant, and Canine Handler. It's never going to be ideal or the goal of law enforcement to arrest a potential victim or the reporting party of a potential crime. And it can be understandable in certain situations or certain set of circumstances for a potential victim or reporting party to be more elevated, more emotional, and it might take a little bit more on the side of law enforcement in order to get that person calmed down enough to where they can provide an accurate and detailed accounting of what went on so that law enforcement can do their jobs and effectively and efficiently investigate if a crime had been committed or not. And in these situations, law enforcement has a couple different options at their disposal depending on the type and severity of the crime that's being reported. For much more minor offenses, if they have an uncooperative victim, uncooperative reporting party, and they've tried everything that they can to include removing that person from that main stressor on scene or whatever is causing them to be more emotionally charged, walking them over to the side of a patrol car, trying to have a one-on-one with them, trying to get them calmed down. If nothing is going to work, it is well within law enforcement's discretion just to leave the scene altogether and document the incident as having an uncooperative victim, uncooperative reporting party. However, for
Child, but this incident we see, Shorty been wilding the whole entire time. Like, literally the whole entire time. Child, anyway, that was a lot that was going on, honey. She was doing too much. Now, earlier I had said this, right? Because I was going to do this about child support. I did come across an interesting court case or whatever. But I was sitting there and I was looking at these court cases, and then I came across something even more intriguing to me. And I was like, well, I could do the child support every day, any day. Because y'all always love a good child support story. I know, we all do. But baby, let me tell you, it's the pandemic. Well, look, I'm going to say this. The government is shut down, right? So now people have had a pretty good 5 years, okay? If you couldn't pay your rent in 2020, 21, 22, you know, you got away with eviction court. You got away with mortgage because there was moratoriums. They weren't putting people out in the street, right? Cool. So 23, 24, they started to get back on track, try to clear up the court backlog, you know what I'm saying, trying to get things back in order. And now we have this government shutdown, honey. So what does it mean when there's a government shutdown? Why, apparently that means that people don't have to pay their bills. They don't have to pay their bills at all. So we're gonna watch this video, honey. Get into it. Double tap the screen. Let me remind y'all. How many times I got to remind you? Please be sure to subscribe and hit the like button. Please double tap the screen and share it out. Yes, Tanya, it is some crazy stuff, but I'm glad that you are here with me. Yes, I am. Thank you for being in the building. Thank each and every one of you for being here. Make sure you guys, double tap. Anyway, let's get into it. Blame it on the shutdown, child.
Judge, she sat on our hands. It's October 13th. We have an extremely high balance. This emotion so that I'm not evicted and I can have some time to take care of whatever else the government did shut down. And so now that some things are open, I don't have an attorney.
Do not try to tell me that I don't give you an opportunity to. If you would just listen.
There's a new excuse sweeping eviction courtrooms. Blame it on the shutdown. But in today's case, the math doesn't lie. She stopped paying rent in July. The shutdown hit in October. And the judge's patience already expired.
Motion to set aside the default. All right, ma'am, you filed a motion to set aside the default?
I did, Your Honor.
All right. In order to set aside the default, two things have to be shown. First, there has to be good cause showed for your failure to answer or otherwise defend. And I also have to, I thought I did. Hang on a second.
First of all, let me pause right here. If you guys are not familiar with the Honorable Cedric Simpson, baby, Cedric Simpson is that granddaddy that you should have had if you didn't. All right, he got a lot of patience. He has a lot of wisdom. But honey, when his patience have ran out, his patience has ran out, and he finna dress you down and embarrass you like you was one of his kids. Honey, he don't play. Now, also, let's take a look at Miss April Davis. Let's just take a look for a minute, if you will, at the background. See, one thing about it, and 25,000 million things for sure. If you know you are potentially facing an eviction, it always confuses me. Even when we look at like people that are actually evicted, and I might start covering some of that because I'll be watching them evictions, y'all, and I'll be like, what is it? Like, if you know you finna get kicked out, why not just start taking the garbage out? Just start putting things in bags and just throwing it away. Because you know you're not traveling with all of that. So is that like a defense mechanism? I don't know. Anyway, let's continue.
And also there has to be at least a statement regarding a meritorious defense in the case. All right?
Your Honor, I'm not an attorney, so I'm not really familiar with the terms that you are using, but I did let you know that I did seek counsel, and I will learn how to be an attorney by the time the end of this meeting.
Okay, well, you don't have to be an attorney. I have to state it the way that it reads. I can state it in very simple form. In terms of the default was entered on August 13th.
Yes.
Why weren't you here on that date?
I was there on August 13th. I was actually flying into Michigan, and I did tell to the the attorney. She missed the court date. No one wants to miss a court date, Your Honor. So I was actually coming through the airport, and before I landed, I did call the attorney Cox, and I did call the apartment complex, Miss Tanisha, and neither one of them was able. I also called the court and asked to get her rescheduled, but at the time they said there was nothing that they could do. So because I'm not an attorney.
Because why would you call on the day of? Why would you call on the day of when you know they are actually they are taking you to court about your housing, but you able to take flights? You haven't paid your rent, but you're taking flights hither and yon. I'm gonna tell you what. I don't care what's going on. On a day that you need to be in court, for me anyway, I don't know about everybody else, I'm a responsible adult. If I have to be in court tomorrow and it's in another city, guess where I'm gonna be tomorrow? At court. Anytime I've had notice to appear in court, I've always shown up. Y'all better stop letting people get default judgments on your behind. Anyway, let's continue.
And I know what to do. I've been in my 20 years. I've never been late. For this issue to cause me to be evicted, and I'm really kind of shocked and so I had to learn this process on my own, trial and error. So I did explain
All
to
right. How
Amy.
much? Hang on one moment. There was $2,115 owing in August. What is the current balance?
$5,194, Your Honor.
How much?
And I asked her, how did she come up with that number?
Ma'am, ma'am.
Remind you, she said she ain't never been late, honey. So let's read the case overview. Case: Oak Ridge Apartments versus Davis. Type of hearing: motion to set aside default judgment. Eviction: months unpaid. No full rent since July 10th of 2025. Now let's do the math. Me and you. Come in close, baby. So that is August, September, October. 3 months you ain't paid nothing because you was going to eviction court. And unless she had saved the money, put the money aside in an account that is accruing some interest, that's stupid. So judgment was entered August 13th, 2025. $2,115 owed at that point. And they issued a writ of eviction. It was posted and the execution is pending. So remember, she got August, September. So from September and October, child, doing too much. Anyway, so the government assistance, the recertification was missed. Now, see, this is another thing. And in my job that I do, a lot of people miss recertification and they be like, well, what happened? You didn't recertify. If you are getting free money, I don't give a damn if it's a student loan. I don't care if it's a grant. I don't care if it's a scholarship. I don't care if it's Medicaid, food stamps, Section 8, whatever. Recertify when you are supposed to recertify. If you are giving me free money, I am showing up 21 days in advance to make sure I keep getting that free money. Her subsidy was suspended on August 1st, 2025, which is why it was probably partial rent. And then her rent increased from $256 to $1,049. Baby, I would smack my mama if my rent could be $256. Nah, I'm just playing. Don't ever get it twisted. I would never smack my mama. Because not even for, no, my mama would hop on me like white on rice and a glass of milk and a paper plate in a snowstorm. I'm not trying to die, child. But anyway, the defendant wants more time. The government shut down and she needs to renew her Section 8 HUD. But the plaintiff, the apartment complex, said they haven't heard from her till now. So on October 22nd, 2025, her balance owed now is $5,794. That is an additional $2,100 for October and September, probably, and August. So that is $3,150 on top of the initial $2,115 that she owed. Child, let's continue.
Ma'am, I can't hear 8 people at once. Okay. What was the amount, Ms. Hart?
Judge, $5,794.
All right. And ma'am, obviously you dispute that amount.
Your Honor, the original amount is $2,111. That is the part I'm talking about today. I don't know. When you asked her, I don't know where she got that number from.
Well, has any rent been paid?
Yes, the rent has been paid.
Judge, if I may.
Yes.
No money has been paid from Ms. Davis since July 10th of 2025. There was a check for $257. Since then, Judge, there has not been a payment. Her rental amount did increase, Your Honor. It went from $256 to $1,049. So I think that's where there is a discrepancy in her mind where
is that because of a lack of certification on this?
That's what it looks like from my cursor. Looking at the case notes, that is correct.
All right. And ma'am, why haven't you, what do you say has been paid?
The portion that the Section 8 has been paid, and because I don't know what my amount is, Your Honor, I didn't know what to pay. And because I didn't understand what, with not waiting to get services or get answers or get responses from the so-called services that we have. They were all denied after requesting 3 and 4 times, I guess, because the government did shut down. And so now that some things are open, I can go back and reapply.
Fact check. Fact check. I like this chair. They got the right on the screen. Okay. Between August 13th and October 22nd, she had 70 days to call the court clerk, her landlord, or her Section 8 office and ask for the payoff amount. Fact check. HUD never stopped processing payments or renewals, even during the government shutdown that began October 1st, 2025. Her last payment was July 10th, nearly 3 months earlier, and under HUD rules, you get 1 research window, not 3 or 4 tries. Child, listen. How y'all mess up the rent money? Rent money, who got the rent money? Child, she didn't pay nothing. She ain't pay nothing. She ain't pay nothing. Nothing at all. Let's continue.
But I do have the 2,000 that they're asking for, except I had to ask for this motion so that I'm not evicted and I can have some time to take care of whatever else didn't get taken care of. And that is what I'm asking for. Some time to get this taken care of. I can honor the judgment because I missed the court date, but it wasn't because I wanted to miss.
Judge, here's plaintiff's position, if I may respond.
Yeah.
Motion is quite untimely, Judge. This judgment was taken back on August 13th, and she filed her motion on October 13th, Your Honor. And only after we posted a notice that the writ would execute did she come to court. She hasn't contacted us since then. Hasn't pardon, Judge? Did you? Oh, sorry. So, Judge, she sat on our hands. It's October 13th. We have an extremely high balance. Although she can satisfy the judgment now, it's quite untimely. I'm asking for the motion to be denied.
But if she tendered the judgment, then if she tendered the judgment amount, she'd satisfied the judgment.
That's why I'm here.
But even if she satisfied the judgment, would that offset the eviction? That's what I want to know. Because, see, if you go to court and at least you got some bread, you know, but wouldn't you have to clear up the whole amount, the whole $6,000? Now, I mean, she looked pretty in the face, so maybe she was doing something strange for a little change. Maybe she was like, hey, more, hey, let me mind my business. Let's continue.
I mean, I agree with you, Ms. Hart, that she would still owe a balance, but she says she can satisfy the judgment.
Judge, but from the statute, it doesn't permit a late payment. And actually, the judge's case law against expanding the time for a redemption period that's set forth in the judgment.
Except that there's other case law which clearly indicates that landlord-tenant proceedings, particularly non-payment ones, are remedial in nature, as opposed to a mortgage foreclosure, which is not. So if we want to have a battle of case law, we can have a battle of case law. I think I know who will win.
Now, see, that's why I like Cedric. You see how he's smooth and slick? Just put her in her place. When it comes down to case law, I think I'm gonna know who finna win, since I'm the judge and you just an attorney. You trying to get like me, ho? Sit down and stay in your place and stay in your lane. But let's see where we go, y'all. Let's see where we go.
I don't think that the threshold has been met for good cause to set it aside. It doesn't sound like there's a defense that she doesn't owe it's just more time, and our plaintiff would object to that.
Really? But what I'm getting at is that if she has the money and tenders it, she's satisfied the judgment, and I would indicate that plaintiff would then be precluded from going forth with the writ. Whether
what you doing? Like, this is the thing I don't understand about people at court, right? Like, Karen at court, Karen sitting up there, she like, man, I'm doing what I want. Somebody that went to court and smoked a blunt while they was in court, and I'm like, dumb can you be? Like, how stupid can you be? You guys, we do have a super chat goal. Please hit the super chat, double tap the screen, and share it out. But, right, what the hell is going on in the panda? No Chase is saying again for the slow kids in the back, honey, because they act like they don't understand. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. They acting like they're slow. Let's continue.
I grant or deny the motion. Well, if I grant the motion, the judgment's not there. But if I deny the motion and she were to pay the $2,000, I think she satisfies the judgment prior to the execution of the writ. So.
Wait. First of all, I was just listening to this earlier in my ear while I was going about my business in my day. But do y'all see Tishibiushi Kopusaki? Why is he asleep, baby? Why is he asleep? Why is he in the courtroom, sleep on the camera, on the Zoom? Maybe he was at work last night. We're going to extend him some grace. Okay, he been working day and night. Sleep, child, let's continue.
And that may be a battle for another day. But what I'm not hearing here from you, ma'am, is I'm not hearing a meritorious defense to the claim or anything that comes close to that. You have the amount that the judgment is and can tender that amount to the landlord, but that doesn't prevent them from coming right back in with another case for what effectively is going to be September and October and possibly even November.
But those amounts have been paid, Your Honor. The only part has been not paid is my portion. And once I know what my portion is, Your Honor, I'm going to honor that. I do not wish to move.
Well, I understand that,
but I will.
Why does she keep saying that the only portion that wasn't paid was her portion? Ma'am, your Section 8 case has been canceled, all right? July 10th, it was over with. June, July, you ain't recertified. This is why you didn't get no damn rent paid. Like, stop it. Is she in delusion? Is a lot of people on social services suffering from mental health issues? Does everybody need a caseworker in order to keep shit together? I think so, because that's what it's giving.
I will move. I can move, because at this point, I probably will move. Because, I don't think that after 20 years of paying someone rent, and this is how they treat me, because I'm late, then I don't need to be here.
What did I put in here? 20 years? Oak Ridge Apartments appears on Washtenaw County's subsidized housing list, but we did not verify the tenant subsidy status. That said, if it was subsidized that long, thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down. Facts. Like, anybody that has been on a housing program for 20 years, my God, today, I understand assistance, right? What you're going through, but those subsidized housings, especially Section 8, do have ingrained in them credit assistance programs, housing programs to help you buy a house. So what is the issue? In 20 years you couldn't buy a house. That means you wasn't working hard enough. And I'm gonna say this as a Black woman in America. Like, I am not on public assistance. I have never qualified for public assistance. If I ever need to qualify for public assistance, I will go and get public assistance, but it will not become the statistical norm for me. I don't really understand it, especially these women that have children. What exactly are you teaching your children about how it is to thrive and survive and be fruitful members in society? Anyway, rent probably rose gradually. Full rent $650 to $1049 a month. HUD likely paid between $150,000 to $190,000 in rent over 20 years. But let's continue.
But I do ask the court to at least give me my opportunity to do that.
To do what? To move? Well, I'm not going to do it that way. I've got a motion before me to set aside a default. The requisite things of good cause and a meritorious defense to this court's satisfaction have not been shown. The motion is denied. Now, what I will indicate, if you want to listen to me, is that the amount.
Oh, y'all see how Tishibuhi, how he woke up real quick when the judge said motion denied. He was knocked out, honey. He was like, he said, nah. He said, oh, I'm up. Wait, is you talking to me? Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Child, y'all better be awake in court. Let's continue.
Amount of the judgment, if the amount of the judgment is tendered, then this court, or at least I would, deem that the judgment is satisfied. And then that would be fine. And you may have to fight about the next 3 months, but that's
There's no fight. There's no fight. I don't want to fight, Your Honor.
Ma'am, are you listening to anything I am telling you?
Yes, I am.
No, I don't think you are. What I'm indicating to you is that the judgment was for what, 2115. All right. You're telling me you have the amount to satisfy the judgment.
I'm just getting that amount.
I'm not going to be interrupted.
He ain't gonna be interrupted. Shut up, stupid. He's trying to put you down on a game, ho. You came to the court asking the court to do something for you, and he's trying to help you. He's trying to help you. This is another thing that irritates me, even at work. You are calling for help. You are not the subject matter expert when you're calling for help. You are standing in the need of a blessing. Stop blocking your blessings by talking too much. But y'all about to see Cedric. Y'all about to see Cedric, the Honorable Cedric Simpson. Y'all about to see him give her what she been asking for. Let's continue.
You're always interrupting me. I'm done. I've tried to explain it to you. You need to.
I'm trying to give you clear information, but you're not letting me tell you what's clear and what's not clear. What do I do? I don't have an attorney.
Do not try to tell me that I don't give you an opportunity to. If you would just listen, then there would not be a problem. But you are constantly talking about something. You interrupted Ms. Hart. You just constantly are interrupting. I'm trying to explain to you that I'm denying your motion. I am telling you that you can satisfy the judgment by tendering the 2115, that if there becomes an issue regarding those, that only includes an amount through August. But if you can satisfy the judgment, you satisfy the judgment. And then there may be a fight, there may be a case that comes up dealing with September, October, November. Whether you want to fight about it or not my issue. Motion's denied. I'm done.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. GPM property.
And that motion was denied. How you bringing sexy back? Ha. The judge done told you. He said, get up out of here with this bull crap, with this bull caca. Y'all, chill. I'm trying to get back on top of my content thing. So let's have an honest moment. Can we have a one-on-one moment? Can we just be so sincere? Like, StreamYards was bringing down my whole vibe. Because one thing about it that y'all know, I'm serious about my graphics. I'm serious about how I deliver content to you guys. So I had to go back and rework some things. So we may keep StreamYards just for when we want to drop a link and do a panel show. What up, KP from the KC5? When we want to do something like that, we may do that. But moving forward, now that I have my mode, how I want to have my mode, and I know you guys can hear me, you can hear my background music, how I want you to hear it, you can hear the alerts, everything that I work so hard for. Now I'm in a space that I can probably come and bring you content more frequently. But also, today is my first day of classes, honey. So yeah, members, y'all know what's going down a little bit or whatever. Yes, your girl is elevating on a degree path, you know. I've been doing some things that over the summer. This is the next level, the next step in that. So I will be sharing some of that with members. Also, for the holiday season, I do have some courses that I am building out for you guys on how to deal with tumultuous family situations, how to navigate the holidays when you still have healing to do within families. That will be coming as well. You know, I've been kind of busy. And shout out to Cellulite Podcast. Shout out to my kids for giving me the most amazing summer, the most amazing birthday. But now it's time to get back on grind mode. And thank you. Shout out to you, the subscribers in the audience. Those of you that have come for the little pieces I've thrown throughout the summer here or there. I really appreciate you. It means a lot. Don't worry. We have only good things to come. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I love you. And I will catch you later. Peace.
records, several flicks on TV. When I was pressing up them CDs, y'all did not believe me. Hit the pressure, go to Louis, then I stop at Neiman's. Then I sped off in the Guinea, this did not come easy. Freedom Thinkers Apparel, I learned a lot from Yeezy. When I was locked up phone home, I learned a lot from E.T. Rolled the dice, I did it AC/DC. Did it Vegas nights with Brandon B. The dealers in house was glad to see me. Was making bags at a stowaway house. Had to fight through the confusion, had to shoot our way out. Shout out to all the women holding lead in they blouse. The street life is in the losing, this a better way out. Yeah. Put you pussies in your proper place. Money is the only thing I gotta chase. Every job I had, I gotta race. They want me give it to them, but they gotta wait. Phone ringing, 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 ringing. Phone keep ringing, 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 ringing. Phone ringing, 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 ringing. They wasn't calling when them niggas thought this shit was sinking. Second, they think that it's over. Folks have vanished quick. My kidneys failed, I looked around and they abandoned shit. Rock dropped me, looked around and they abandoned shit. But these hoes still top me, they wanna bend it. Yeah, I'm the man again. Feet on land again. New kidney, we eating lamb again. Like slot me in a lamb again. Dior cardigan. Free did it before all of them. In Seattle with Lido at the Sheraton. These grown men embarrassing. My cell phone keep ringing cause they want me to carry them. Barbarian, y'all scrambling. Pocket watching niggas, coke following.